Hi, my name is Alan Smith, owner of Prepared Survivalist, and in this video, I want to talk about 6 must-have urban survival skills for you to master before the disaster strikes. A lot of survival books and blogs that I read pretty much all talk about one thing, and that is surviving in the wilderness. But with cities expanding year after year, the chance is higher for you to be in an urban environment in case of a disaster. And when you are in an urban environment, you will have to rely on a different set of skills than if you were in the wilderness. With that said, here are 6 urban survival skills that I believe to be important. 1. Finding and purifying water. Finding water in the city may or may not be easy, but it sits at the top of the urban survival skills list. The best scenario, assuming you are still at home, is that water will still run from your taps. But you should know how to find water if you can't get it from your taps or if you are on the move. First, if you are still in your home, you can set up a rainwater collection system. Collecting the rainwater from your roof or on your apartment balcony is perfect. Ideally, you have this set up long before disaster strikes. You can set up a simple catchment system with rainwater barrels with screens to keep out debris. On an apartment balcony, you can use 5-gallon buckets instead. Second, in a city, there are always bodies of water. Whether you live near a river, lake, or downtown fountain, there is water you can access. Bring containers to carry it to your shelter or drink it on the move. Third, large public and private buildings, particularly in the downtown core of a city, have outside water access. This means, as long as water is still flowing through the taps, you can get water. In fact, sometimes the hydrostatic pressure of water in the pipes will deliver water even when the water is no longer flowing. This is useful when water is scarce. However, water access is restricted. You can't just walk up to the tap and turn it on. Instead, you need a 4-way Silcock key to be able to turn on the flow of water. This is easy and inexpensive to buy at your local hardware store. 2. Security and awareness. After the next disaster, police will be stretched to the limit, so you can expect crime to skyrocket, especially if the city is running low on food. There are many ways to make your home secure and deter burglars, but you also need to practice general awareness skills. Be on alert at all times. Take note of the people around you, such as someone watching, following you. Look for things out of the ordinary, like a suspicious vehicle parked near your home. Listen for unusual sounds, shouting, running, and other noises. Notice smells in the air, smoke, gasoline, etc. Know your exits in case you have to escape. Achieving a heightened level of awareness takes practice. It may be paranoid, but paranoia could save your life. 3. First aid and medical. You probably have a first aid kit, but do you actually know what to do with all that stuff? Remember, hospitals could be overrun during the next disaster, which means the life of a friend or family member could be in your hands. And if you're the one who has been hurt, you could at least give instructions to others. Assuming you're still conscious. So take a class in first aid and make sure your medical supplies don't go to waste. 4. Fix-it skills. Be a general handyman. Know how to fix and repair as many things as possible. No matter what disaster strikes, these types of urban survival skills will be invaluable. Your shelter might be damaged in a disaster, and if the event is long-term, things will wear out and break down over time. You need to know how to repair things. The more you know how to fix and maintain, the better off you will be. Would this knowledge be useful anywhere? You bet. But it is particularly vital when it comes to urban survival skills. Plus, knowing how to do these things will be of use if you want to trade your skills for something of value to you. Which brings us to 5. Bartering and negotiating. Bartering and negotiating are good skills to have no matter where you are, but in an urban center, you are more likely to have people around to barter and negotiate with. Unless you are planning and able to leave the city, you are stuck there with the people around you, and you had better start making deals. In essence, bartering is trading. It's what humans did before we invented money. I'll give you something you need in exchange for something I need. Things that are needed can include goods or services, and knowing how to barter is a must in your list of urban survival skills. For example, maybe you have been able to shelter in an abandoned house. You have a fair bit of food stocked up, but there is a huge hole in the roof. You can trade food with someone who has the skills to fix that hole. Plus, there is a bunch of items that people will be grateful for during a crisis. Things they can no longer easily find. I'm not necessarily talking about food here. Instead, I'm talking about comfort items, items people are commonly addicted to, or other useful items such as alcohol, cigarettes, coffee, tea. This list truly could go on and on. Stock up on and carry as much of this with you as you can. 6. Scavenging. Although empty shelves are going to make it harder for you to scavenge for food, a big city will have lots of hidden gems where you can find food, water and anything else you need. I admit you have to become a little creative when it comes to post-disaster scavenging. Trash cans, the city dump, restaurants, knives, spices, canned food, basically any place that's not yours and you can get into may have something you need. Offices, gyms, fast food joints, malls, dollar stores, abandoned houses, drug stores, vending machines, pet stores, supply depots, and even airports. That's it for this video. If you like what you saw, then hit the subscribe button for more awesome videos.